CoastTV.
A deadly fire under investigation in Lewis. What we know so far.
Possibly expanding Evans Park. The potential changes that could be coming right here to Millville.
A middle school student arrested for a brazen attack.
And we can already feel the chill in the air this evening, and it will get cooler as the night goes on.
New judge confirmed, and both of Delaware's senators have weighed in on the decision.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. Coast TV, your local news at 11 starts right now.
More park, more fun. Why Millville is expanding their recreation space. Good evening, I'm Charlie Sakaitis.
And I'm Mallory Metzner. Welcome to our news at 11. Evans Park in Millville may be unrecognizable in the future.
Parks are great as a place for fun and recreation, and tonight Millville, the town council, looking to expand options for both. The council considering a number of additions to Evans Park.
Coast TV's Charles Reinert shows us what the future could hold.
These are sketches of the improvements Millville wants to make to Evans Park. This is part of a planned phase expansion of the park, which could include a pirate ship-themed splash park, tiny tree houses for kids, and a boardwalk. Millville Mayor Ronald Belinko says this is a long-term project.
It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to be voted on tonight. It's just a concept to let the community know what we're putting up here and trying to get input from the community.
Belinko says this could be a 10-year build-out. The town currently owns all the land around the park, which adds up to around 16 acres. Liz Kane-Bolin, who is the Parks and Recreation Administrator at Evans Park, hopes these additions will attract tourists visiting neighboring towns like Bethany Beach.
We want to beautify the community. We want to keep some parkland so that people still have walking trails and are able to walk their dogs and play time with their children. So there's a lot of really fun things planned.
And for out-of-towner Myron Williams, that's an idea he agrees with.
And we enjoyed it the way it is, but I think if you expanded more, there'd be more people to do different things.
Looking to add a little more park and a lot more recreation here in the tiny town of Millville. We just want to reinforce that these are still just concepts. They still need to go through multiple town meetings and be discussed by town council before anything can break ground. I'm Charles Reinert in Millville, Coast TV News.
The Delaware State Fire Marshal is investigating a deadly fire that happened around 2:30 this morning in Lewis. Here is a view from our Coast Copter. The office says one person was found dead inside of this trailer. The fire took place on McNichol Road in the McNichol Place mobile home community near Savannah Road. The fire marshal says state fire investigators are still looking for what caused the fire. And now let's transition to the weather as we take a live look outside into our Hershey Exteriors camera at the 45th Street Tap House there in Ocean City. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at our weather tonight. It's cold out there, Paul.
It really is. And in piggybacking off of the tragic fire, we want to remind folks, please, if you're going to be using any kind of space heaters, please make sure you don't have any curtains or any toys or anything else near anything like that, because this is the time of the year when we're going through that transition in which it's very important to be thinking about your safety in that vein as much as you would, let's say, a smoke detector or any other detectors that you may have in your home. So this morning we started off chilly as well, 46 degrees for the starting point in Georgetown as well as Salisbury, and scattered cloud cover here and there. Now we're staying relatively clear for right now, and that's going to bode well for the temperature to drop even more rapidly, because the combination of these clear skies, not even a cloud in the sky for us right now, and the winds are staying relatively light. So we are going to be the beneficiaries of, well, radiational cooling, so much so that it's going to be a bit chilly for you to start cycling in the early morning hours, a little bit too cold for that, but okay for the rest of the day. Coming up, we'll talk more about your full forecast and that chance of rain that's sneaking back into the forecast for Friday. But for right now, back to you, Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. A catastrophic blast Tuesday at a hospital in Gaza City, estimated to have left hundreds dead. The hospital sheltering evacuees when it was hit. Israel denies that its forces hit the hospital and says intelligence suggests it was the misfire of another militant group in Gaza. This comes on the heels of President Joe Biden's planned trip to Israel to show solidarity with the Israeli government as the war continues. Mike Valerio has the latest, and we do warn you, some of these images might be disturbing.
The explosion at the Al Ahli Baptist Hospital in Gaza City Tuesday was, quote, a cold-blooded massacre, according to a statement released by the Palestinian Foreign Ministry. Statements from Hamas have blamed the Israeli military for the casualties. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas declared 3 days of mourning for the victims. The IDF said the group Islamic Jihad mistakenly hit the hospital with a barrage of rockets they fired from Gaza towards Israel on Tuesday.
The intelligence that we have from multiple sources it indicates that the Islamic Jihad, another terrorist organization in Gaza, is responsible for a failed rocket launch that struck the hospital in Gaza.
A spokesperson for the Israeli Prime Minister says, quote, the IDF does not target hospitals. We only target Hamas strongholds, arms depots, and terror targets.
We went through our own systems and first confirmed that we did not fire at that location and that there was no our misfire.
The deadly blast comes a day before President Joe Biden is set to visit Israel, a trip in which he seeks to demonstrate staunch support for the country while also pressing for ways to ease humanitarian suffering in Gaza. Egypt's foreign minister says Israel must allow aid into the territory.
What should be allowed is the entrance of humanitarian assistance to provide for the Gazan peoples to remain on their territory.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
At the United States Capitol, where the House of Representatives remains without a speaker. Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan didn't receive the necessary votes from fellow Republicans to secure the speakership on the first ballot, and now the House is taking the night off to regroup. The second vote is scheduled for 11 a.m. tomorrow. Jordan says that they will keep working until a speaker is elected.
We got to have a speaker, and it can't be some deal with the Democrats. I mean, American people don't want that. They elect Republicans in a majority, small majority, I get it. But we got 200 votes in the first ballot. I think that maybe even is more than what Kevin got back in January, right about where Kevin was. Gus Billaracis is a vote for us. That's 201. We've had good conversations. We're going to keep working.
Jordan was nominated last week to be Speaker after House Majority Leader Steve Scalise withdrew his name. He needs at least 217 votes to win the speakership and only received 200 votes on the first ballot.
New at 11, Jennifer Hall will be the next United States District Judge for the District of Delaware. Hall was confirmed today by a vote of 67 to 29. Both of the state senators showing their support on X. Senator Carper said, quote, I'm glad to share that she received the most votes for any U.S. district judge this Congress, while Senator Coons said, quote, she will be outstanding as a judge for Delaware. I was glad to preside over her nomination.
I'm Madeline Overturf. Here's a look at just some of the things happening across Delmarva. Plans to build a new Buckingham Elementary School will not go forward. Worcester County Commissioners say they didn't know there were no state funds for the project, and they are working with the Board of Education to find a path forward. A 13-year-old boy was arrested after attacking a student and strangling his teacher at Bennett Middle School. The student is now facing charges in juvenile court. Many people in Milton saw a helicopter circling Tuesday morning. State police tell CoastTV the search was for a missing 16-year-old boy who went missing from the Sussex Consortium, which serves special needs students. Good news, though, that boy was later found. That's a look at just some of the things happening across Delmarva. I'm Madeline Overturf.
New at 11, a commercial vehicle crash caused a traffic delay in Bridgeville tonight. Delaware State Police says Seashore Highway at Wilson Hill Road was closed as of around 9 this evening. According to DelDOT traffic alert, this was due to an overturned tanker, and the roadway has been cleared. An investigation is ongoing.
Heads up drivers in Milford, the annual Milford Parade is in its 85th year and scheduled for tomorrow night from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. The 1.7-mile parade stretches south to North Walnut Streets. Detours will be in place for drivers to get and around Route 113 and Rehoboth Boulevard.
The Internal Revenue Service is moving ahead with a plan to build its own free tax filing program. Direct File is a pilot version that will be available to some taxpayers in 13 states next year. Eventually, the IRS tax filing system could serve as an alternative to private preparation companies like H&R Block or TurboTax. The pilot program will help the IRS determine whether it's feasible to offer a government-run tax filing system to more tax filers in the future. Delaware Senator Tom Carper says he actually helped secure funding for this program through the Inflation Reduction Act.
And speaking of taxes, property taxes in this case, town members in Dewey Beach are trying to find ways to fund future projects since the town does not have a property tax. CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber spoke with the Dewey Beach commissioners earlier, who said today's meeting is the start of the conversation as to how the town can generate more money for those projects and others that are not on their radar yet.
Old Town Hall needs a new update. New decals needed for police cars. These are just some of the future projects Dewey Beach needs to find funds for.
We want to continue to work on flooding. We want to continue to put these set-asides rainy day funds that we've been doing for years. And that's how we sustain ourselves without a property taxes, by setting aside money when things are good, because someday, things aren't going to be so good. So that's how we've done it for years, and it's been working for us, and there's no need to change it.
Earlier this week, a rumor spread stating the town was looking to implement a property tax without holding a referendum. The town told CoastTV this was false, for it legally needs to hold a referendum. One of the town's largest revenue streams is parking. In order to fund future projects, the town could change parking rules.
We give away Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday free parking in the evenings, 5 to 11, but no other towns give away free parking. I mean, you can't get it in Rehoboth, you can't get it in Bethany. It's one of those things, we're giving away 3 days and no one else is giving away anything. We want people to come to town, and that was the goal years ago when that first went into place. That's something we're going to look at. Last year, Tuesday fell on a 4th of July. So, many people came into town to park, and, we have to provide the services, so we need to have the revenue to go along to provide those services, especially with extra police. We have to pay for these things, especially on a 4th of July. Next year, it's on a Wednesday.
James Caparelli lives in Dewey Beach and owns a store in town. Caparelli believes taking the free parking away will have a negative impact on the town.
The Monday through Wednesday, that's movie nights and bonfire nights on the beach. And, it's for kids and families. And like all of us, the majority of them are on budgets. So in my mind, you shouldn't take that away.
Caparelli says the families are spending money in other ways, even if they're not paying for parking.
On Friday, the Town Council will be back together for further discussions on plans for funding and future projects. That meeting will be held at Town Hall at 3 p.m.
Giving kids the chance to find their tune, the Southern Delaware Orchestra, or SODELO, is collecting used instruments and equipment for kids who are interested in playing but can't afford to buy or rent the equipment. Even if the items are damaged, the group will fix them up and then let them be borrowed. The band director at Mariner Middle School says that it's important to give all kids a chance to play music.
I think look at it as a really big creative and mental challenge. It combines so many different aspects of physicality as well as reading a different language, interpreting symbols, and then taking all that stuff and then making it into an art. So I just think it's a really good combination of skills for them to have.
The group will be accepting donations at the Lewis Public Library until November 15th. And this does bring us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, how do you give to charity? Let's take a look at the updated results from earlier tonight.
Take a look at the screen here. There's a few options. 6% say they volunteer, 9% say they donate their belongings, 16% say they donate money, but the majority here, 69% of people who voted say they don't give to charity.
You know what? That has drastically changed since earlier this evening. Maybe it's going to change again. You can go vote at WRDE.com, or you can use our CoastTV mobile app. And we are just getting started here.
Coming up, keeping the coastal bays clean, how you can do your part to make sure our waters are pristine.
And we can already feel the chill in the air this evening, and it will continue to get even cooler as we carry on throughout the evening.
And next, it's been a rom-com like Will They, Won't They? The community of Fenwick Island waiting on Denrick to get the green light on a dredging project. We're going to be back in just 60 seconds.
Fall in love with Lewis.
Visit our unique shops and restaurants.
R&L Liquors, your beach destination. Bourbon, spirits, fine wine, seasonal brews, and award-winning On the Rocks bottled, ready-to-drink cocktails are here.
Blooming Boutique with women's clothing for all sizes and shapes. Your destination for resort wear, available year-round and the perfect gift for any occasion.
On-site coffee roasting and baking, Notting Hill Coffee Roastery Lewis Bake Shop offers espresso, sandwiches, smoothies, pastry, and an abundance of fresh coffee. Lots to do and see
In Lewis.
For 1 month only, all IG Burton Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram locations are offering vehicles at employee pricing. Ram, Grand Cherokee, Wrangler, and Gladiator, all offered at employee pricing. Up to $14,000 off all new inventory in stock. Plus finance rates as low as 2.9%, and you still get the employee price. Visit IG Burton Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today in Melford, Smyrna, Newark, or Berlin to take advantage of employee pricing now through month end. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Island people who use the canals say it can be difficult to navigate them, but the town is working on a solution. As of now, the town of Fenwick Island is waiting for DENREC and the Army Corps of Engineers to give them the approval to start dredging. But before that can happen, the town is asking people who live in Fenwick to send in support of the dredging project to DENREC. Some in town telling us that dredging of the canals is a big-time need for boater safety, but the bay could use some other updates as well.
It could be marked more clearly as well. Certain areas where there may only be one post out there, and then certain areas where there's none. So they could easily run aground.
The town says people have until October 31st to send in their support to DENREC. If the town gets approval to start the dredging process, there would then be a bidding process for drudgers to do the work.
One cleanup encourages people on land and on the water in their boats to pick up debris throughout Maryland's coastal bays. The Maryland Coastal Bays program is partnering with Ørsted to host its 4th annual Marine Debris Plunder Cleanup event. It's happening this Sunday, October 22nd. Participants can bring what they find to 12905 Harbor Road in West Ocean City from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Sunday. Organizers say the debris will be weighed at the site, which is the eventual location of an Ørsted operations and maintenance facility that will serve the Skipjack Wind offshore wind project.
But the group Save Our Sunrise does not want to see wind farms installed off the coast of Ocean City. They claim that it's going to have a negative impact on the natural view shed, and they're calling on those who agree with them to voice their opinions. There are 2 upcoming in-person public meetings that will be hosted by the U.S. Bureau of Ocean Energy Management on October 24th and the 26th. They're also holding a pair of virtual Zoom meetings on October 19th and 30th.
Pull out those smartphones, open up the camera app, and just scan this QR code down here in the corner of your screen. It's going to be up there anytime a meteorologist is on screen. Now, this QR code will send you to your smartphone app store where you can download the CoastTV weather app, giving you instant access to CoastTV First Alert weather forecast right at your fingertips. And what are we expecting? Well, up front, more sunshine for the rest of the work week, well, till we get to Friday. But the work week is looking pretty nice for the next at least couple of days or so. Now, the rain will be arriving a little bit later, as in Friday and Saturday. We're pretty much anticipating showers by then. But then by the time we get to Sunday, the rain will stop. But then some very blustery, gusty winds will kick right on in by then. We're talking about 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts, a possibility and likelihood according to our modeling that we're seeing right now early in the game. Live radar is indicating that we are absolutely clear. We're just kind of touring the whole place to give you just a peruse, to give you a nice look at the place before you purchase it, all right? And it's continuing to stay very clear for us, and not necessarily because of the dominance of a high-pressure system in our immediate area, but we do have one that's it's just an all-encompassing high-pressure system. With the clockwise rotation, we're getting that serious push coming in out of the northwest because of the exact positioning of that high and because of the girth and the size of that high-pressure system. Now, the temperatures right now, we're feeling like the 40s right now, and we're going to feel a little bit cooler than that throughout the overnight, but the winds are relatively light. So it feels like 51, for example, right now in Lewis, but it feels like 47 degrees in places like Selbyville, Redden, and in, let's say, Seaford, okay? Overall, we're going to start off clear in the morning time, 46 the temperature reading, probably feeling a little cooler than that with just any kind of wind. Then for Wednesday afternoon into the 60s. Thursday morning, we wake up to sunshine, 46, and then 55 along the coast. Thursday afternoon, cloud cover in Georgetown, Seaford, Ellendale, but clear in Selbyville, Long Neck, and Dewey Beach. Still, temperatures in the 60s just about everywhere, and watching out for some sprinkles to sneak in by Friday. Ragweeds are going to be on the high side with our sneezecast. All the other categories, low to none. Winds, that's going to be a big deal, particularly Saturday. Look at that, 22 to 24 mile per hour winds on Saturday. And then Sunday, we just tear the top off of that thing at 39 to near 40 degrees out of the northwest. That's because we'll have a low pressure system that's going to develop right off the coast. And then it's going to carry the first wave of rain out of the way, then a second wave, and then by Sunday we'll have reinforcing winds coming out of the northwest. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling extended forecast. Wednesday and Friday's A-OK, as we said before, but there is going to be a 40% chance of rain on Friday and on Saturday.
The holiday season is going to be here before you know it, and that means the return of Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign. Through generous donations from businesses and individuals, we do our best to make sure every child has a present to open on Christmas morning. We're proud to help support nonprofits that handpick families in need. Nonprofits can apply by October 31st.
Quick reminder, you can hear Coast TV news and weather updates throughout the day on our family of radio stations. Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 FM on 93.5 The Beach and on Big 107.7.
Still to come, big round of applause for the educators. The Delaware Teacher of the Year banquet coming right up.
And next, services for veterans in Sussex County, the open house to attend this weekend.
When you visit the Delmarva Design Center, you'll experience a selection of appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring all together in one showroom. The 10,000 square foot location has a variety of inspiring samples for any project size or budget. Your dedicated product experts and designers collaborate to bring your dream project to life. Come and see what the kitchen industry buzz is all about. Experience the Delmarva Design Center in Selbyville, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva's coast.
Transform your outdoor space with Backyard Works. We are Sussex County's one call for all your fence, deck, handrail, pergolas, shower, and trash enclosure needs. Locally owned and operated, we make all our vinyl and aluminum fence right here in Harbison, Delaware, from American-made manufacturers. Cut out the middleman and deal direct. As a TimberTech Platinum Deck dealer, our trained team will professionally install your deck that will last a lifetime. Give us a call and let us make your backyard work.
Oh, they're out there by the millions. And spiders, crickets, and ants are always looking for a place to call home. Look, up ahead is your home. And to them, it looks like the perfect place to settle in. Call Brazier's, and our expert technicians will establish a defensive barrier around your home that will keep out the riffraff. Our premium protection plan is guaranteed to keep spiders, crickets, and ants from moving into your home for a full year. Call Brazier's Pest Control today and say goodbye to unwanted guests.
The 2024 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you. With the legendary capability of the Outback, you'll never run out of new places to explore. Every Outback is made to last, so you can rely on it no matter where your adventures take you. Right now, lease the new 2024 Subaru Outback Onyx Edition for only $299 a month. Or take advantage of financing rates as low as 4.9%. Gateway Subaru is committed to providing the best car buying experience on the shore. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
If you are one of our proud veterans on Delmarva, you may be interested to know that the Sussex County Vet Center is set to open this weekend in Georgetown. They're hosting an open house October 21st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's rain or shine. Even if you aren't interested in any of the Veteran Center services, they encourage you to come down and check it out. There will be food, music, a JROTC color guard ceremony, and more.
Celebrating the best teachers in the first state tomorrow, 20 of the state's best educators are going to be honored, and one of them ultimately will be named Delaware's 2024 Teacher of the Year. The winner will then become the state's nominee in the national program. That honor also comes with a $5,000 grant to be used for the benefit of their students and a personal grant of $3,000. And hey, just being nominated is an honor as well, but it also comes with a financial bonus in the form of a $2,000 grant. The celebration begins Wednesday at 5 p.m. at the Modern Mature Center in Dover.
And speaking of teachers, parents with kids in the Indian River School District, be advised, tomorrow school will be starting 2 hours late, and there will be no morning preschool sessions. This is so the district can host professional learning activities.
And while the wheels on the bus go round and round, your wheels need to stop when you see a school bus with those flashing red lights. This week is National School Bus Safety Week. Drivers are asked to pay extra attention whenever they see a school bus, but especially those with the lights flashing, and always keep an eye out for kids, crossing guards, and school zones. Coming up in sports, Y-High Volleyball trying to spoil James M. Bennett's senior night. We're going to have those highlights.
And next, fruits, vegetables, and flu shots. The one place you can get all three this weekend.
Imagine shopping for your dream floors from the comfort of your own home. How, you ask? Floor Coverings International's incredible mobile showroom that's fully equipped with 3,000 flooring options. Browse hardwood, carpet, tile, or LVP flooring samples comfortably at home. We measure your space and give you a free estimate the very same day. Plus, with our grand opening pricing, enjoy 20% off, available now. Floor Coverings International, the flooring store at your door.
Whether you need performance, efficiency, or capability, there's a stylish and affordable Toyota Corolla for you. With fully connected tech, you can take charge of your drive. Right now, buy a Corolla with low APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
Is your deck ready for the next family party? Let Paul Davis show you how easy, stress-free, and quick we can resurface or install a new AZEK deck for you. The AZEK decking looks like wood, insect-resistant, and won't fade. We can see you as soon as tomorrow, offer a free design, and have an estimate that day. Don't want to pay now? Take advantage of our no payment, no interest option until 2024. This is the last chance of the year to get composite decking for the same price as salt-treated wood. Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling, we are the difference makers.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
The Delaware Electric Cooperative family is proud to keep the lights on.
If you haven't gotten a flu shot yet and that's something you'd like to do, then this Saturday there's an opportunity for you. The historic Lewis Farmers Market says its BB Healthcare Day is at this Saturday's market. Market organizers say customers can shop for fresh local food, then get their blood pressure checked and get a flu shot. The market is open 9 a.m. to noon in the Lewis Elementary School parking lot.
If you're somebody or if you know somebody that's struggling with substance abuse, Lorette Health Center is hosting an event tomorrow at their Georgetown campus. Lorette Goes Purple event aims to support those struggling with opioid abuse. They will have free health screenings, Narcan training, food, and a number of resources that can help those in need. Sussex County specifically has been a significant rise in drug overdoses over just the past few years.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good evening, sports fans. A battle on the courts in Salisbury. It's the Wicomico tribe visiting the James M. Bennett Clippers. The seniors of Bennett honored tonight before the game, a special moment for them. And as action begins, the tribe wasted no time. Gabrielle Jocelyn spikes this one to the toes of the Clippers' back line. A nice spike, but Bennett's Emerson Miller is able to one-up the tribe with an absolute snipe to put JMB up 8-4. Set point now for JMB. Breed Townsend's serve here is just a bit too hot for Y-High as the Clippers pick up the first set of the match. And the second set now, Townsend bringing the heat, and this spike just too much to handle as JMB keeps it rolling against Y-High. The tribe wouldn't go quietly, however. Jacola Trayer overpowering the Clippers and picking up the kill for the tribe. Set point for the Clippers again, and as we head into more action, the bad serve from Y-High leads them to a 2-0 lead on the match. The Clippers now looking to put this match away as Carice Thomas sends a heater down the line and out of bounds for the quick kill. J&B would take this one in 3 straight sets. And that'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
It's time to take another look at our Coast TV poll. We wanted to know, how do you give to charity? And let's see if it's moved at all in any direction. It is still leaning towards, I don't give at all. That's 67%. Volunteering, just 6%. Donating belongings, that's 10%. I've got belongings in the backseat of my car that need to be donated. And donating money, that's at 17%. You can vote on WRDE.com or use our Coast TV mobile app.
Celebrating fall fun in the sun. Still to come on Coast TV News at 11, what you can do on the beach and boardwalk in Ocean City when the 48th Sunfest kicks off later this week.
Welcome the new season with a deep cleaning by Stanley Steamer. Our certified technicians will renew your carpets, air ducts, upholstery, tile floors, and more, clearing away the dust and debris. We clean using powerful proprietary equipment and family-safe cleaning solutions to leave your space looking and feeling fresh. Call or go online to schedule your professional cleaning with Stanley Steamer today.
Join us for the Top 60 Sales Drive going on right now at Preston Ford. We're on a mission to be one of the top 60 Ford dealers in the nation. Take advantage of over $10,000 off of the MSRP on the 2023 Ford F-150, or get over $3,000 on the adventure-ready 2023 Ford Bronco Sport. Every new vehicle purchase comes with Preston for Life. Engine guarantee is our investment in you. Visit PrestonFord.com and explore our extensive inventory. Take advantage of the inventory and the savings going on right now at the Top 60 Sales Drive at Preston Ford. And remember, cars cost less in Preston.
Everyone deserves to be remembered with dignity and respect. The Eastern Shore's most trusted experts in funeral services offer another option for those seeking a simplified alternative. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services is simple and affordable, serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with convenient phone or virtual consultations. And e-signing makes our streamlined documentation quick and easy. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services in Berlin. Simply respectful.
Fall in love with Lewis.
Visit our unique shops and restaurants.
The Brush Factory is the area's premier destination for the unique and unusual for home, garden, and you. Come support our 60-plus local merchants and artists.
Indulge in the flavors of the season. Fresh seafood, local produce, and aged prime Angus beef. Harvest Tide Restaurant, over the bridge in Lewis.
Cape May Lewis Ferry is sailing daily year-round and is ready to welcome you aboard. Gift cards and departure schedules available online at cmlf.com.
Lots to do and see
in Lewis.
Tomorrow on Coast Life, ready for flu season? Learn about BB Healthcare's free vaccine clinics. Dive into the Bronco Beach Bash action in Ocean City. And capture nature's magic with a James Farm Photo Challenge. Tomorrow at 4 on Coast TV.
Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV. Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Ocean City is celebrating another great summer season with the 48th Sunfest event that has a whole lineup of events Thursday through Sunday. That includes free music every day, over 200 artisans, a beach maze, a beach tennis, bicycle competitions, pet competitions, and hopefully they'll have good weather for it all.
What day is that on?
Thursday through Sunday.
Here's a look at your forecast. Umbrella giveaway. Hey, it'd be a great idea to have an umbrella for that event. And Jim Simpson just won one from Dagsboro. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling. Here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Thursday's not a problem. You said Friday and Saturday, too?
Yep, and Sunday.
Okay, Sunday's going to be pretty good, too. Kind of windy, kind of breezy. So we got Thursday, we've got Sunday, and we got Thursday, and we got Sunday for that event. But remember, we've got Thursday and Sunday. Those 2 whole days.
I think Thursday might be the best option for that tennis with all the wind. Thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News at 11. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is up next. We'll see you tomorrow for Coast TV News at 5 a.m. Have a great night.